And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. A breathtaking view of the New York City skyline as taken from the Empire State Building. We're coming to you live from Manhattan. Welcome, everyone, to Noche Enabia. A Latin theme is the backdrop to tonight's festivities. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Sixers coach Brett Brown helped build this team from ground zero. There were some lean years in Philly, but Brown helped set the values and the culture for this team. Brown said, can you teach? Can you cultivate relationships? And do you bring energy? Those three qualities are what I've hoped to create throughout my tenure here. Kevin, mission accomplished.
He's done a terrific job. Thanks, David. Tonight, two teams, Chris, that love to run the ball through the post. I think you would have loved playing on either side as you take a look at these teams.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I mean, to be in that spot, I mean, think about it. That's where Draymond Green loves to be in the most, where he can facilitate. Right. You can actually play the point guard from the post side. You can see over your left shoulder or right shoulder. I think it's a better angle, actually, to see everyone. Every defender can't lock into you. And one strong cut with integrity to your teammates, oh, they'll get a wide open bucket.
Look at the 76ers starting group. Joel Embiid out there with Draymond Green. Then it's Russell. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's George in at the shooting guard. And for New York, they've got LeBron James. Rudy Gobert is out there with Davis. Then there's Smart. And it's Rubio in at the one. Now here's Gobert from deep. James. Here's Davis. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just so resourceful as a player. Davis gets the job done inside in all sorts of ways, and that's one of them right there, crashing the offensive glass, getting that second chance bucket.
Russell against James. Right side Russell. Here's Porter, and he drops it in from the low post.
Using outstanding floor awareness there. Russell's ability to pick apart the defense and find the open man.
Now here's LeBron. 29 points for him last game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
It was his rebound that stood out even more than me. I mean, they could not keep him off the glass.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Gobert against Embiid. Now, here is George. He's guarded closely.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm. Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
Porter, no luck. For New York, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Davis, the pass to Rubio. George against James. Poke loose. Gobert dishes to LeBron. Shot clock at 6. Over George. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Nice interior defense. Can't give him any space inside or he'll burn it.
And that one's good by Porter.
Well, you know, Porter can expect this. Defenses are going to try to be physical with him. Try to get in his head.
LeBron against Porter. Kicks it out to Rubio. No good on the triple. Outside Russell. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Porter. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake. Porter's got 6 points. So it's Rubio bringing it up for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And slam dunk by Gobert.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, coach is definitely pleased. That's the execution he loves to see.
Now, here is Russell. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And floating it in there, the smoothness, something you've got to love about Russell's game.
Smart against George. Outside, Smart. Clock at 6. Dishes it to Davis. No good. Shot missing. Excellent D there from George. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. And it's Green missing.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and gotten the perfect position to alter the shot.
Absolutely the prettiest play in basketball, executed to perfection.
I don't think you'd get an argument there. Everybody loves the alley-oop. Russell passes to George. Back to Russell. On the pass to Green. Over Rubio. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Their last meeting was in Philadelphia, where they were unable to fight off the 76ers.
Yeah, on the road, you're already a little out of your element. Then the misses from the line become contagious.
And then it starts to become a mental block. You start to think, oh, man, I can't miss the next one.
Here's George following the basket by Anthony Davis. George passes to Porter. And now with the fast break, Rubio with the ball. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
The 76ers trail by 4. Russell kicks to Green. Russell looking it over. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And something Russell did well in college, scoring off the pick and roll.
Russell against Rubio. James outside. Gobert the pass to Davis. Gobert dishes to Smart. 5 to shoot. And Gobert kicks to Rubio from outside the arc. Up and in, off to an efficient start. 2 for 3 from the field.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Well, they call Rudy Gobert the Stifle Tower. Probably the game's most dominant rim protector.
And in today's game, that's not enough. You also have to come out of the paint and defend smaller players in switches. He straddles those two needs better than anyone in the league.
2 points. That one goes.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The 76ers trail by 7. George passes to Embiid. Back to George. 18 feet out. Embiid. And Embiid is right there.
Oh, how about the length of Embiid? I mean, it's tough to deal with. Outstanding, using it to gobble up offensive rebounds.
Here's Rubio. And Embiid with the block. And they'll keep possession. Outside, George. Davis with it. 26 points for him last game against Atlanta.
Yeah, his energy level in that game was amazing. He did all that work offensively and controlled the boards, too.
Green, no luck. The drive. Wow, hammering it in.
I love how fierce James is, a ferocious dunk artist.
And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. Opening day, Chris, in your experience, which types of teams tend to start the season well, started strong?
2 types. One, the team that has been forgotten about and left out. The team that had a disappointing season the year before, and no one knows the pain that they went through all summer long, waiting to get back to that moment. So they've been incentivized for half of a year to come back and say, wait a minute, it's our turn now. And those teams are sneaky under the radar.
Little chip on their shoulder, in other words.
And then secondly, I would say veteran teams. Teams that know what they want, teams that are focused and saying, wait a minute, we know this is a marathon. Let's take our time, warm up, and stick to the principles right away, and we'll end up in the right place later.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now.
Taking a look here at the numbers for Allen. Last year, getting it done. 8th in field goal percentage and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And, you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Now, here is Gallinari. Here's Nurkic. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there, staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Nunn passes to Ingram. Here's Nunn. He dishes it to Allen. 6 to shoot. Ingram attacking. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end, effective at reaching out and stifling shooters. You know, he doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Philadelphia shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. One misses for Wiggins.
And for the Sixers, the health of their draft picks has been a story. Zaire Smith, Markelle Fultz, Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid, all missing significant time with injury.
Health continues to be a key for them, GA. Embiid in particular, he's missed some games last year, missed some back-to-backs. He's 7'2". You just hope his knees could withstand the grind. They got to keep him going to reach their goal.
The Knicks shooting their first free throws of this game. Free throw, good. Allen. And Allen drops them both. And here's Rozier. He brings it up with the 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Pass to Wiggins. Here's Nurkic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
He's a real menace. Nurkic is 7'1". He's difficult to guard without fouling.
Philadelphia shooting their second and third free throws tonight. First one falls for him. And last season, a rare 5-by-5 game achieved by Jusuf Nurkic. 24 points, 23 rebounds, 7 assists, 5 steals, Greg, and 5 blocks in a game against the Kings.
And how about the only player ever to log a 20, 25, and 5 game? The Bosnian Beast making a name for himself.
And both free throws good for Nurkic. This when it comes to offensive rebounding, who does the best job of creating second chance opportunities now?
Oh, it's two names. Andre Drummond and Steven Adams. And the toughest part about it is, as a defender, you don't only have to worry about guarding your man, going over and helping, but then you have to worry about guys that are just hanging out in the rebound painted area, just waiting for their turn. And so it takes the wind out of you, it tires you out, but also your mental focus that game is all over the place because no matter what you're doing, you always have to come back to the thought, oh no, now box out because this guy's a beast on the boards.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Allen kicks to Harris. From the stripe, and the jumper is on the mark. And the Knicks lead by 3.
Well, I'll tell you what, Harris is a solid mid-range shooter, and he feels comfortable from there.
Wiggins against Ingram. Goes up at the stripe. Offensive rebound. Another shot, and Nurkic lays it in. Nurkic has got his second basket of the night.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
Allen outside. Harris outside. For the 3. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Oh, what a beautiful shot by Tobias Harris. I mean, he's getting very consistent from there. Now, it's just a matter of getting better and better.
Now, here's Wiggins. Last game he had 10 points. Nurkic dishes to Gallinari. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 4. Now, here's Smart. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta.
Yeah, and as good of a scorer as he was in that game, he was even a better passer. A lot of assists for him.
Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. 5th best, Gallinari.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
The first one falls.
Oh, the fearlessness by Rozier. That's what helps him earn the trip to the stripe.
Thompson, he's checked in for Allen. The 76ers also with a sub. Brooks checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Probably as close to a sure thing as you can have at the free throw line.
Thompson outside. There's the dish to Harris. Shoots over Nurkic. Misses off the right iron.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
That's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
Gallinari passes to Nurkic. Over Thompson. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
The superior strength on display. Nurkic excels at absorbing contact and muscling the shot in regardless.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
Oh, man, an underrated big man. Nurkic, I mean, his brute strength is intimidating to deal with on both ends.
Here's none. Rozier defending. Here's Harris. And again, it's the Knicks missing.
They hold the early advantage on the glass.
And the shot goes in. And it's 6 points for Andrew Wiggins.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Here's none. Rozier defending. And here's Ingram from the arc. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. Yusuf Nurkic has been on display for Philadelphia. Scoring, rebounding. He was all over the place during that quarter. They are riding his performance right now. And we'll be right back after this. A native of Cameroon, Joel Embiid talks about making a quick transition to the United States.
Not knowing English, obviously at the beginning it was a little bit hard to express myself. Obviously I can speak English perfectly now, so that's a plus, and I'm just being myself.
And that unique sense of humor, Greg, is a specialty of Embiid's.
He's a fun-loving guy who's become a must-follow on social media. And the transition he's made has been remarkable.
Welcome back, everyone, to the second quarter of play here on Noche Latina. Vámonos. And looking at what we've seen from the 76ers, what do you guys think?
Showing a lot of confidence in their rotation. They went right to that bench when they needed points.
Credit to coaching, Jamie. Some guys wouldn't have made those substitutions in the first quarter, but now it's paying off.
So to begin the second quarter for the Philadelphia 76ers, Gallinari is out there with Brooks. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Wiggins in at the two-guard spot. And it's the Knicks with the ball, trailing by 5. Shot clock at 6. Offensive rebound, Thompson. Count it, good.
Look, Thompson's getting after it. A highly skilled offensive rebounder who crashes with power.
Rozier, the pass to Wiggins. Shoots over Ingram. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for New York. They get to take on the Heat at Miami after this one. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Thompson with the bucket.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding an open man.
A tight game here in New York. Gallinari outside. Brooks against Smart. Brooks outside. Here's Rozier. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 3.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Pass to Nunn. Just his first attempt. That one, no good. And Philadelphia the other way now. To the inside. Wiggins, shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one on Smart.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe.
We've seen this explosion of Canadian players in the NBA. And really, Tristan Thompson led that way. The 4th pick back in 2011, Thompson was, at that point, the highest drafted Canadian in NBA history.
Here's Rozier after the made shot from Ricky Rubio. Wiggins against LeBron. Wiggins. Second chance shot. Here's Nurkic. And the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, you got to be cautious around James. He's always on the hunt to swat away shots. Defense in your rear view may be closer than they appear.
Now, here's Rubio. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Here's Nunn. Kept alive by New York. The game now all-time. That's 10 points for Davis.
If there's a list of the best inside scorers in the NBA, Davis has got to be right at the top. When he gets his hands on the ball down low, you might as well just count it.
Gallinari against Davis. Now, here is Gallinari. Tight defense on him. Good D by Thompson. And Thompson may have led the way for Canadians. But as far as where the league is going, Greg, he's a throwback player.
I mean, a rebounder and rim runner His game is built on toughness and hustle.
And checking out the numbers for Gallinari, coming off a terrific season. He was around 19 points per game last year, 6 rebounds and 2 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, it gives you something you really can rely on going into every game. And you can also work off of him to look to create for others.
Here's none. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And the basket by Rubio.
Even with the D giving him a lot of attention, he's still finding ways to light him up.
Rubio against Russell. Plenty of space. The 76ers with another miss.
He's as surprised as anyone with that miss. When he's left alone like that, you can usually count it.
The kick out to LeBron. And the 3 off target. Pass to Embiid. That falls. Nice feed that time from George. George has got 3 assists now in this one. New York's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. James up top. Brooks covering. And James throws it down.
And James shows no mercy on his drives to the rim. Vicious at penetrating inside.
Russell against Rubio. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, over the last few years, there's been a lot of talk about seeding playoff teams 1 through 16, regardless of conference. Now, taking the top 16 teams is a tough sell, especially for owners whose teams are in the relatively weaker Eastern Conference. But taking 8 teams from each conference and then cross-seeding earlier than the finals is something that does seem possible down the road. The reward for fans might be a finals matchup with the 2 best teams in the league. Kevin?
Interesting ideas, David. Thank you. Shot clock reset for the Knicks. And it's slammed in by Davis.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. Yeah, they have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
Timeout called the 76ers.
Now a chance to see the numbers for George. Great showing for him last season. First in steals. And, of course, one of the game's truly elite scorers with the 2nd most points per game in the league.
And as you said, first in steals last season. You have to say he's the best ball hawk in the league right now. It may not even be close. The Knicks leading by 4. Here's Davis. Count that as his 7th field goal in 9 tries. He's shooting 78%.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
George against Smart. And George kicks to Russell. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. There's the pass to James. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And the GOAT conversation. LeBron has said his motivation is to surpass Michael Jordan as the greatest of all time. Greg, what do you think he needs to do to bolster his case?
I think for the naysayers, the obvious answer is more rings. You look at the other numbers, including those 8 consecutive finals appearances, LeBron is in the discussion.
And he can't get the first one. Players have different ways of leading. Some guys, Chris, are loud and fiery. Others let their play do all the talking. What was your approach?
Well, Kevin, it depended on what situation I was in. When I was in Sacramento, I could be the quiet, fiery guy that led through my actions because Vlade was more of a vocal guy, and we had a really good-spirited team, so I didn't need to do much besides what we did in practice. In my younger days, when you want to win, you want to get out there, and maybe everyone doesn't have the sense of urgency that you do. You're a little bit more vocal, but I've always believed that the best leaders, no matter how well they communicate or anything else, the best leaders lead by example. And if you're telling everyone what to do and you're not doing it, usually it falls on deaf ears. So go out there and do it by example first, and everybody will follow.
Good advice. GA drafted after only playing 3 games at the University of Missouri. A lot of people probably hadn't seen Michael Porter Jr. play basketball. But with that in mind, describe his game for us now.
Kevin, at 6'10", he's a fluid athlete with tremendous shot-making ability. He grew up one of 7 kids, homeschooled. They all played ball. He's had a basketball in his hands from a very young age, and you can see it in his approach.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, a former 5-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And Porter drops them both.
And among NBA bigs, he is known for his ability to deliver at the free throw line.
Rubio, the pass to Gobert. Pass to Davis. Over Green. And there's Davis. That's good on the assist by Gobert. 16 points for Davis.
I like the bounce pass there. He's getting creative.
Passes it to George. Goes up from the top of the key, and they pick up 2. The Knicks leading by 4. And here's Rubio. He's got 9. Pass to James. Here's Davis. No good there. Great D that time from Green. Now the pass to Russell. Six on the shot clock. Back to Green. Outside, George. It's hauled in by LeBron.
He has shot them in the foot with his inability to make shots tonight.
Davis dishes to James. Pass to Rubio. And D'Angelo Russell picks up the foul. That's his first foul. The Knicks making a switch here. Allen's checked in, and Philadelphia also making a switch. Karis LeVert's checked in for Michael Porter. Here's Gobert. James outside. And it's Paul George with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, the 76ers. Some nice passing by New York here. 5 on the clock. Here's the 3. Down through the hoop it goes. That's his 5th make on 9 shots from the floor.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Rubio against Russell. Now LeVert. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Smart deciding where to go with it. Dishes to James. Goes up to the stripe. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
They haven't needed him as much as I thought they would tonight.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Superb focus from the big man. Embiid, I mean, you really have to whack him to prevent the bucket. Yeah, he went from not even playing basketball to the #3 pick in a matter of just 4 years. As Joel Embiid puts it, his life is a movie.
Harris is checked in for New York. Ingram comes in for Ricky Rubio. The free throw drops for Embiid. And the NBA veteran Luke Ba'amute hosts a camp every summer in Cameroon. Embiid basically was forced to attend it, and the rest, Chris, is history.
Yeah, 16 years old, Cody. He moved to the U.S. He didn't speak English. He was getting teased and bullied. They laughed him out the gym. And that's when his competitive nature took over and carried him to greatness. I hope he's laughing now.
Here's Green. The Knicks making the shot. Back to George. Fires from deep. Doesn't get a drop for him.
His field percentage has dipped this quarter. I mean, his movement has to be better. He has to find the open spots on the floor.
Allen shot is off.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup. That'll get the whole team pumped up.
George finds LeVert. Out to the right wing. Hustle against Smart. Now here's LeVert. He's tightly guarded.
Nice work on the glass, but his defense was even better. Really has an impact on that shot.
Harris, with nobody on him, he buries the jumper. And now it's an 8-point New York lead.
Stopping on a dime. Harris knocks it down to pull up. Another shot is arsenal.
Here's Embiid. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Jared Allen. And you look at Joel Embiid, maybe the best two-way big man, Chris, in the NBA today. If there's anything he needs to work on, what would that be?
Well, I still think that there's room for growth as far as his playmaking. Kevin, he's going to command double teams on a nightly basis. So it's all about taking advantage of the defense for sending that extra man.
And the first one at the line is good.
Oh, yeah, Cal. And there's no question, when Embiid is healthy, he's a problem. I mean, a versatile, confident big man with a high ceiling.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Gallinari, he's checked in for Draymond Green. And Terry Rozier subbed in for D'Angelo Russell. And Embiid drops them both.
Well, finally, he's getting himself to the line. He's gotten much more aggressive as the game is going on.
Allen outside. There's 1:40 left to play here in the second quarter. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Allen. Allen's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, powerful presence on the court. It's hard to match James' strength inside.
Now here's Embiid. 9 points in the game so far. Here's George. And it's good from the elbow. George has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Shoots from 12. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Embiid's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Rozier with the ball. He had a 24-point outing in their last game against Detroit. Passes to LeVert. Goes back up. And it's sent back by Allen.
And look at that, the massive size of Embiid, Kevin. He uses it well to cause problems for the defense.
And this is his 3rd trip to the line tonight. That free throw missing. The 76ers making a switch here. Wiggins is checked in. He hits the second from the line. And so James will bring it up for the New York Knicks, leading by 5. Allen inside, guarded by Embiid. A second chance effort, and the rejection by Embiid.
And the wingspan of Embiid, I mean, very effective at using his length to turn shots back.
Over Allen. That one is good from Joel Embiid. Here's James. From deep three-point range, Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the New York Knicks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. AD, you see how they're playing you in the first half. What's the adjustment going to be?
So we got to come out with a great intensity, and it starts in warm-up. So we got to come out with a great intensity, great mindset, and try to go out there and win the third quarter.
I have never heard anyone say it starts in warm-ups until now. Thanks, AD. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny, and a favorite time of the year as we're halfway through one of the first games of this fresh NBA season. It was a big-time first quarter from Anthony Davis. He had 16 points, 6 rebounds, and 1 steal. Taking a look at the Knicks, Kenny, what'd you think?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possessions. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball game.
And over to Shaq. What did you think about Philadelphia?
Well, one thing happened that really helped them out. Their bench came in and played absolutely beautiful. Gave them a huge boost. Not just trying to hold court, but actually putting points on the scoreboard. These guys should be starting, Ernie.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You know, Davis has been exceptional here, guys.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Bringing the physicality. I mean, they kept working it to him, and he kept delivering.
The 76ers trail by 3. Smart is out there with Ricky Rubio. Then there's Davis, and it's Rudy Gobert. And it's James in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for David Fizdale as we begin the second half. George against James. Just 4 to shoot. George, no good.
Good job to stay on him and not give him a good look. Turned an easy shot into a very tough one.
And it's Davis with the jam.
I mean, the passing genius of LeBron coming to the surface. I mean, a look that only a few players in the league can make.
Rubio against Russell. Pass to Green. And Davis sends it back.
He's got that huge wingspan, and boy, does he use it well on the defensive end. If Davis is within shouting distance of the shooter, there's a good chance he'll get a hand on it. Still playing at an MVP level, LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
Free throw good, LeBron. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down.
Man, his dedication to training and really maintaining his body, second to none. Alongside his prodigious athleticism, it seems that's made a huge difference.
The Knicks leading by 6. Shot left block. Changes up. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range. And you look back at that 2013 draft, just call it the year of the sleeper Euros. Giannis Antetokounmpo taken 15th, and this guy, Rudy Gobert, selected with the 27th pick.
A free throw drops for Gobert. And, you know, Greg, hindsight always being 20/20. The Greek freak and Gobert probably go first and second in that 2013 draft.
Yeah, and Steven Adams probably top 4. The common thread, all of them play a hard-nosed style, not something that's always associated with foreign-born players, but they're erasing that perception.
But on that shot, with that, the Knick lead is cut down to just 6 points, and the bucket from Draymond Green. Up top, Gobert. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Pulls it from the elbow. No good from LeBron.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
And I just love the aggressiveness from George, just slicing apart the defense with that terrific ability to penetrate.
Here's Rubio. Paul George making his last shot. Comes up empty down low.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high-percentage looks from inside.
Timeout called, the 76ers.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
Poor rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
Nurkic checked in for Philadelphia. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the list of the league's top shot blockers from last season. Rudy Gobert, 3rd.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
On the wing, George, guarded by Smart. Beyond the arc. Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Now here's Davis. He's got 20. The shot from 20 feet away. That's good for George on the assist by Green. 8 points for George.
Well, you can't overcommit when Green has the ball. He'll make you pay by finding the open teammate.
The drive by Rubio. They get the rebound. Gobert the pass to Davis.
Yeah, easy call.
The Knicks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. First free throw is good. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Inside, here's Nurkic. Goes straight to the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Rising off the ground with such intensity. I mean, when Nurkic is this close, he wants to slam it down.
He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. Free throw good, Nurkic. And so James will bring it up for New York. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. He feeds it to Davis. That's in, coming off an assist from Rubio. Davis has got 24.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense can do.
The pass to George. Over Smart. Green breaking loose. Here's Nurkic. That shot is off. Great D that time from James. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for New York. Dylan Brooks, he's checked in for Philadelphia. The Knicks leading by 5. James looking it over. Thompson dishes to Rubio. Right side Davis. And he converts the layup. 26 points for him.
Well, with the role he's on this quarter, they're going to keep going to him and get that lead even bigger.
Pass to Russell. Almost, but it rolls out.
His interior scoring is one of the things that drives their offense. Don't expect him to miss many of those.
So a moment now to see the story on Yusuf Nurkic. He's coming off an excellent season. 12th in rebounding and a top 15 ranking in blocks per game, supplying that backline protection that is so key to a great defense.
And we talked about how strong he was on the boards, going hard at it at both ends last year, really helping out his team. And he knocks down the first one. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
But that's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Stolen by Thompson. James has a two-pointer. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. To the inside. Green. Off on the layup.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else and flat out choked it. And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
The 76ers trail by 11. And Philadelphia calls time here. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
Tobias Harris is checked in for Smart. And the 76ers also making a change. Gallinari's checked in. George against James. Shot to stop the run. And that one goes long.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And finished off by Davis.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
James against George. Russell with a wide open look. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's something that happens to every team. You just have to ride it out, play your hardest, and live with the results.
Here is Russell. Following the basket by LeBron James. Passes it to George. Just 5 on the clock. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. This is his first free throw of the game. And the first one at the line is good. And the Knicks making a change here. Ingram's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Rozier, he's checked in for Russell. And George drops them both. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to LeBron, and the dunk by James.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
Now, here's Rozier. Outside, George, clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. The shot that time, not on target. And New York the other way now.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
James is just remarkable, showing no remorse when he's attacking the rim.
Nurkic, the pass to Gallinari. And Thompson sends it back. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Wiggins is checked in for George. And stolen by LeBron. Here's Rubio. Rebound by Nurkic. Nurkic has got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And James picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Of course, we read this the other day, the NBA announcing the development of the BAL, the Basketball African League. They feel there's a lot of untapped potential there. I would tend to agree.
I'm so excited. I already put my name in the hat to go out there and work with and help develop these kids. Oh, yeah, I'm excited. I mean, just think about this. You want to know what type of talent is out there? Let's just start with Akeem. Then we go to Mutombo, Embiid. He's from Cameroon. How about Antetokounmpo, who has Nigerian parents? I mean, we can keep on going. How about Ibaka helped by Siakam? Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
There's some talent out there, baby. And, yes, I'm excited for the BAL, the Basketball African League. Africa, stand up, baby.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. The Knicks making the shot. Here's Gallinari. Here's Nurkic. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
He's been fantastic, but he can't do it all by himself. Some of the other guys need to lighten the load and step up.
He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all. Free throw, no good for Nurkic.
The second overall pick back in 2016, Brandon Ingram has shown us flashes. But whether it's defense or offense, still a ways to go.
He gets it in there.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
And it's Rubio with the ball for the Knicks. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Allen up top. He's guarded by Nurkic from 12 feet out. And LeBron with the basket, the assist by Allen. Allen's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The 76ers trail by 17. And great, when you talk about Ingram, where would you look for him to make the next step in his game?
Well, in that one season at Duke, he did shoot over 40% from 3. I think becoming a reliable shooter from out there would be a key building block offensively. And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
The pass to Nurkic. There's the double team with Allen. LeVert from outside. Knicks with the rebound.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Allen outside. Kicks to James. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. And stolen by Harris. Ingram outside. Rubio against Wiggins. Ingram wide open. And it's off from three-point range. The 76ers trail by 17. In the corner, it's Wiggins. Nurkic against Allen. Now, here's Rozier. He's got 6. And while we have a chance, let's take a look at the best free throw shooters in the league from last season. Gallinari, 4th.
He was locked and loaded from the free throw line all season. Never suffered through any real lulls in that department.
First one falls for him. And the 76ers making a change here. Embiid's checked in. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. New York leading by 15. Pass to Allen. Feeds it to LeBron. LeVert grabs the miss. The 76ers trail by 15. Pass to Rozier. Harris against LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And he banks in the layup.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
New York's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's James. That one drops for him. James has got 15 points here in the second half.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Rozier kicks to Gallinari. Rozier against LeBron. Lets it go. And again, it's Philadelphia. LeVert against Rubio. Can't hit from the elbow. And so it's the New York Knicks. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. A moment now to reset the lineups brought to us by Gatorade, all fueled up here for the fourth quarter. And so in the game for the 76ers, Porter is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. Then there's Terry Rozier. And it's Embiid in at the 5. Here's Embiid. Following the basket by LeBron James. Embiid finds Gallinari. Gobert with the block. Outside Porter. Pass to Embiid. On the wing, Wiggins. He's covered by Ingram. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Anthony Davis, he's checked in for the Knicks. Green, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And so it's Davis. He'll bring the ball up for New York. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Here's LeBron, and he uses the glass on the layup. LeBron's got 27 points.
I'd like to say I'm blown away, but honestly, with LeBron, a game like this, it's just par for the course.
Here's Porter. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, even from that range, the floater is one of the toughest shots in the game.
LeBron against Rozier. And Michael Porter is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Philadelphia on D. 15-point game. Davis dishes to Smart. Shot clock at 5. Back to Davis.
The massive wingspan of Embiid. I mean, it really annoys scorers. I mean, he's effective at getting into the airspace of shooters.
Now, here's Porter. The pass to Rozier. Back to Porter. It doesn't go for him. Great D that time from James. And Davis, here we go. Here's a chance now to check out the New York Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Friday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Miami Heat. Then on Tuesday, they'll head home to take on the Charlotte Hornets. The first one falls. Paul George is checked in for the 76ers. Russell comes in for Terry Rozier. And both free throws good for Davis. The 76ers trail by 17. Bounce pass, Russell. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul. On defense, the Knicks. A great fourth quarter, just giving up 2 points.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting the basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point.
Gobert can't hit.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
Here's Davis. And again, it's the Knicks missing. The 76ers trail by 17. Here's George. Banked in off the glass.
Okay, listen, you got to body him up when he's in the paint. If you play off of him, then that's just 2 easy points.
And here is LeBron. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And the first one drops. So he gets them both. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 4 points this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
Smart passes to Ingram. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. The Knicks leading by 15. Clock at 4. James, the bounce pass. Fades. No good off the back of the rim.
Well, he has to work harder to get a good high percentage look. I mean, he's been taking some bad shots out there.
Pass to Green. Over Ingram. And Green with the basket on the assist by Porter.
Well, usually we see Draymond out beyond the arc or at the rim, but this time he gashes him from the medium range.
Ball's knocked loose. Davis kicks to Smart. New York needs to get off a shot. Here's Davis. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Davis missing.
Fantastic positioning there to contest that one.
Oh, textbook defense. I mean, it took a good angle to the shooter and bothered the release.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And George gets it to go.
Great feed by Draymond. Among forwards, he's always at or near the #1 spot in assist rankings.
George against Smart. He kicks it to LeBron. Over Russell. That one's not going to go. And the 76ers go the other way with it. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers to start a 3-game homestand with that game.
Just so tricky with that little floating jump shot. Porter has a great feel for when to let it fly.
New York calls timeout.
Yeah, things not going their way, and he wants to just try to talk this one over.
Well, the defensive intensity has to pick up, and I'm sure coach is going to let them know that.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Coach Fizdale was going over with his team. His demeanor was not one of a coach whose team was well ahead. He said this is the time to turn up the heat, make one final push, and try to close out strong. We'll see if they were listening, guys.
For 3, Ingram. Offensive rebound. Davis goes up and lays it nice and easy. Davis has got 38 points.
Straight up effort gets him those points. That's what it's all about on the offensive glass.
Outside, Russell takes the 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class-eating. The drive by James.
And you think of all the different images in your mind over the years of James attacking the rim.
George passes to Embiid. Back to George. The feed to Embiid. Over Gobert. That misses off the backboard. The Knicks leading by 13. Here's Ingram. Excellent D there from George.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Takes a 3. And it's LeBron James with the rebound. LeBron's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And finished off by Davis.
The assist by Smart. And I think his playmaking is coming along.
The 76ers trail by 15. Passes it to Russell. He feeds it to Embiid. Count that bucket.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
And it's Smart with the ball for the Knicks. At the top of the key, Gobert. He dishes it to LeBron. Smart on the wing. Over George. That one a little long.
He's going to have a tough time hitting that if he can't create a little more space for himself.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Embiid finds George. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Davis. Ingram passes to Davis. LeBron outside. Back to Smart. And it's blocked right out of the air and controls it. George against LeBron. Over LeBron. The shot by George, no good.
His touch has been off tonight, and now his judgment is off too. I mean, come on. It's not a smart shot.
Smart passes to Davis. Porter against Ingram. To the middle. Here's Gobert. Nice D from Porter.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Pass to Green. The Knicks pull it in. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. No one near James as he lets it go. Here's Davis. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And it goes on Draymond Green.
No, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And he makes the first. Ricky Rubio checked in for Brandon Ingram. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. The 76ers trail by 15. Outside, George. It's stolen by Davis. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it over Porter. And James gets it to go on the assist by Davis. Davis has got 3 assists now in this one. And Philadelphia calls time here. Anthony Davis really making a difference here.
He's been a force inside. If they don't commit more bodies down low, he's going to keep destroying them in the paint.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Anthony Davis.
And guys, he's been about as close to perfection as you can be. The intensity he's played with has been amazing. Just no let up. And as fired up as he's been, he's never let his emotions get out of control.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. On defense, the Knicks. They lead by 17. And it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Kicks it to Smart. LeBron James on the wing. Rubio outside. Off target from outside.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, he just hit a rough patch. He's trying to climb out of it, but it hasn't been successful.
Now LeBron following the miss by Draymond Green from deep. James in the post. Guarded by Porter. Gobert can't hit. The 76ers trail by 17. Now George. There's 1:38 left in the game. Lets a floater go. Just 5 to shoot. Russell dishes to Porter. Shoots over Rubio. And that one's good by Porter. Porter's got 6 in the quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Knicks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Davis.
He was the one dictating the pace tonight, playing up-tempo or slowing it down, but always scoring.
Porter finds Green. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. LeBron against Porter. The pass to Davis. Back to James. Pass to Rubio. Here's Davis. Green with the rebound. Now the 76ers with it. Here's Porter. That shot, no good. Davis with some nice D. And here are the Knicks. They're on a 12-4 run. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Kicks it out to Rubio. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. So no problem for New York as they get the win. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate just what a clinical performance they put on.
I know their fans appreciated it, and we saw at times just stretches of excellent defense. Potency from an offensive standpoint as well. They were pretty much dominant.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. AD, it looked like you guys were having some fun out there. Is there a new dynamic coming up offensively?
No, we just don't care who scored the ball. You know, the ball movement was great. Everybody's rebounding and talking. So when we play like that, it's fun to watch. You know, and everybody out there having fun, smiling, a lot of emotion. That's all we ask. That's all coach asked for, and we did that tonight.
Good win tonight, AD. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And we'll see you next time.